to you live from an upload speed of 1.17 megabytes per second. It's time for Destiny Down Under.
G'day and welcome to the 260th episode of the Destiny Down Under Flogcast. I, as per every week, am Log Power Slave, joined by the mustachioed law daddy himself, Mylan Games. Now, we're going to cut straight to the chase and let you in on something. We did a little tease earlier.
Can we talk about that, can we?
I think we can. I mean, the cat's out of the bag. Well, we're not going to.
Right.
We're not giving anything away, but we need to preface it because we're probably going to be snippy at each other, right?
True.
We had the pleasure of doing a pre-recorded interview with none other than Chris Proctor, the gunman, the gun professor, Dr. Proctor, today. So,
and I would like to confirm, he says guaranteed 100% Nut Bush emo is coming.
Yes, that was what it was all about. Actually, we didn't speak about anything else of consequence. We just
please.
Yeah, we just
do not watch the interview if you're expecting numbers and cones.
Oh no. Yeah, as I said, if you're looking for cones, the only cones you'll ever get on a DDU podcast are the ones that you probably smoke too many of when you're a teenager. But that will be. We will air that as part of something cool that we get to do on Wednesday night, which is going to be next week's episode. We're going to do it super fucking early just for everyone. We're going to do a recap of the showcase, and we'll also have our interview with Chris in that. So if you put forward questions and stuff on Twitter, we're super thankful that you wanted to get involved. We probably didn't read any of them, and we're very sorry. I think maybe 2 made it in there.
Can we say what Chris said at the end? Or nah?
Nah, we can.
About questions. Follow up.
Yeah.
Watch the fucking show.
Yeah, watch the show,
fucking
mate. Come back on Wednesday. You don't get nothing for free around here. This is the new DDU. You will turn up and you will fucking watch it, and you will raise the ad revenue.
You give Amazon Primes, you watch your fucking ads, you do the Twitch Prime, and then you listen to the interview with Chris Proctor.
Now, this episode is only going for an hour. We jumped on that last week. Otherwise, this whole fucking stream will self-destruct. So we're gonna do that, and then there'll probably be some long-haired fuckwit that will stream afterwards, and it'll all be okay. But
you're doing the same thing.
I'm gonna raid myself again. I have no shame. I don't care. I'm beyond it. That's where we're at. We're in the fucking final evolution of all of this shit.
You know, after your performance in the dungeon today, you have fucking no right to even be in the Destiny directory. Go on, tell everyone what you did.
No. Because it'll be funnier if you tell everyone what I did.
We did a quick dungeon afterwards, after the interview. Did beat Keitel. Look at the scoreboard. Me, 2 million damage. Chris, 2.4 million damage. Loggy, 400,000.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just fell back on my wanting to 1-2 punch things for some reason. I'm not a DPS person. Everyone knows this. I really need to get Divinity, so I've got an excuse.
Are you even gonna try to do the new the whatever raid comes? Are you even trying? Are you going to be trying the raid?
I'll do it on Saturday. We'll be doing it on Saturday night.
Well, not anymore. Together. Everyone just heard your performance.
Yeah, but hey.
It's lucky you're like a lynch. You get people you're the social glue.
Yeah. I mean, that's
the only thing
you
got going for you is you get other people around you.
Pretty much. I mean, at least in the Destiny context. I'm social glue and literal shit in every other aspect of my life. But not a moment that I'll look back on fondly, aside from just the experience of getting a rock on and just do a bit of Destiny content with someone who helped make it. That was pretty novel. But yeah, I do need to up my DPS game. So if you've got any DPS strats for boomers, tweet them at me. I may just use them with whatever raid it is that we'll be doing.
No, I think what
week.
you should do. I mean, dude, you're going to be doing Titan Arc most likely, so
it'll be a whole new world by then.
You have your fallen Gyrus and you're doing huge.
DPS strats for boomers. Who owns that YouTube channel? That needs to be a thing, right? Just dumb down. I don't play Destiny except for 15 minutes a week. Give me the most optimal DPS I can use. Hell of a week for Destiny, right? Like, I wasn't expecting to hear anything about Arc 3.0 this week, but we got it. What?
Whack.
Why would you? Sorry,
I was making sound effects.
No, it's
do it
fine.
Again?
Yeah, no, it's good. Are we gonna? Is that a new thing? Are we? We're gonna do like classic 1960s Batman fucking
whammy,
whammo. Fucking here we go.
Man.
I was expecting that it was going to follow the model of Solar, and we'd go in and we wouldn't know anything, and then we sort of figured it out after the fact. This looks fucking incredible, and we'll get into discussing it pretty much straight away. Is there anything else that we need to look? We've already stalked for an hour today, so like,
look, it's not many sleeps now. It's going to be upon us. There's going to be just the most intense like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because it's technically Wednesday for us when it comes out. Of just like probably the showcase and a bunch of crazy shit happening. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, look, whenever we get a showcase, like, think back to all of the things you learned about Destiny at every showcase. And there's always been like a holy fuck, like being introduced to like getting a closer look at the Witch Queen, the subclass reworks, and all that sort of stuff were last showcase.
Well, I mean, it's got to be Livefall, right? It's got to be shit about Livefall.
I have no idea. Oh, you'd assume so. The only thing I know is that I got sent that fucking light box, right?
Well, you know why I say it's Livefall? Yeah, let's talk about it because we got sent and Tony's here too. She got sent the light box as well.
Yeah, box fan.
Because the card in the box we got sent from Bungie said tune into the showcase for the next light story in the light versus dark saga.
Yep.
So that's Livefall.
Yeah. But that looks like all light to me, so...
What do you mean?
No, you hold yours up. Mine's fucking plugged in back there. Right, there you go. Right.
What does it mean?
What is it? The numbers, Mason. What does it mean? If you look at it, it's a very like. I thought it looks like ivory. It's incredible. Obviously,
so it's a traveler in the middle, and then there's these.
It's like I don't know. To me, it looks like a strange coin around it. To me, it looks like a strange coin.
You reckon the traveler's trapped?
It's trapped.
Do that again.
Well, no, I don't think they will either. But maybe it's not by. I don't know. It looks kind of Vexy, I suppose, or the 9 or something. It's certainly not Cabal. It's not industrial enough.
It does look Vexy. That's all I got.
That's it. Obviously, we haven't had too much time to put a theory to it.
The colors are just like a generic, one of those color changes you get with like nearly every.
Yeah, and you can... Boom.
Every, like, lamp you've ever got. That little... hold the controller up. Everyone knows the controller.
Yeah, the most
comes
generic...
with fucking everything.
It comes with this.
Yeah.
It comes with this. My, 5-year-old had a field day on it today, and I was told to get off it. There we go. White looks
Maybe the hidden message, I'd break it apart and say, yeah. Yeah, true.
I haven't cycled through every possible color, though, so maybe there's some kind of, like...
Yeah, that's the first thing I did. I was like, oh, wonder if it's like something hidden there if you put a certain color on. I didn't see anything.
Nah, me either. But I mean,
we're the wrong people to send this stuff to.
Look, no, but I did my duty. I took pictures of it. I
retweeted your picture because I couldn't be fucked. Well, no, I could, but I didn't have a PowerPoint, and I'm like, oh.
You know what happened?
Everywhere.
I got the marching orders from Fez. She's like, you will get a box in the mail. You don't fucking open it until midnight on Friday night. And then I was like, 10 o'clock last night. I'm lying on the lounge. I'm like, I might go to bed. And I'm like, oh, but I got that box to open at midnight. Then I sat around playing. Oh,
come at me.
Yeah, but like your midnight. Yeah, like it's a different thing. You're in the land.
As soon as it arrived. I ripped that bad boy open.
You can't do that.
You can't send me a fucking Christmas present before Christmas Eve.
I was worried there was.
Expect me to sit on it.
I was worried there was some kind of fucking tracking device in it that was going to register if I opened it. I'm not fucking around, man. I'm Jesus Christ. Anyway, we have no idea what it is, but it's very pretty. So excellent. All right, Maddie, do we want to jump into talking about some Ark?
No. Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah.
Actually I do. Actually I do. It look pretty nutty. Well, have we got a dot point somewhere?
Nah, but we're only going to read the Titan part, so it's it's about 30%. Look, we're working on the fucking stubby holders. I'm not kidding. Within the next couple of weeks, there will be a way that you can get your hands on an official DDU stubby holder. If you don't know what a stubby holder is, look at the DDU Twitter. There's Rin made an incredible
a cozy.
A beer cozy. You can't call it a beer cozy.
I know, it sounds dumb, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, holy shit. Anyway,
real man.
All right, so let's just dive straight into to bringing the Thunder inside Arc 3.0. I have not been excited for a subclass update like this yet. Because, I mean, I am at heart a Striker Titan, and always have been and always will be. I've had my fun on Hubba Bubba Grape and Orange flavor for the last couple of seasons, but I'm going back to vanilla, back to blue, back to lemonade or whatever fucking flavor it is. Arc is going to zap me in the eyeballs, and I can't wait for it. I think the initial thing that stood out to me was the comparison to Crank 2. Now, I love those movies. They're fucking stupid as fuck. Like, they are the dumbest movies ever, so they're very much on my wavelength. And the moment that they mentioned this, I'm like, yes, sign me up. I'm all for it. But basically, the premise of it is go fast and hit stuff, which is, it speaks volumes to me. Maddie, what do you think?
Yeah, I think most people sort of expected it to have some sort of mobility aspect to it. Probably not this hard. Probably not that far, but people sort of were expecting that Arc would suit a mobility sort of based subclass. And also that you would have some sort of AoE electricity thing on top of that, and it's pretty much what it is.
There are parts of it that absolutely terrify me because, you know, they allude to the fact that basically you can go as fast as the running animation.
I wonder how that's going to look.
Look, I don't know. I mean, when you think about when you yeet someone along a fucking surface and their feet go like, and I'm like, that's fucking quick. Like, that's so quick that if you run into a wall, you'll die. So I don't know. It clearly won't be quite that.
You reckon you
fast.
could go fast enough to do?
If Arc 3.0 allows you to run fast enough where if you fuck up and run into a wall, you die, I will love it even more. Because I think, imagine that, people getting there, you know, I'm on my fucking amplified streak. Oof, I've binned it into a pylon and I'm dead. I think we need
to
more
be honest,
risk
the speed running stuff's going to go to the next level.
Well, you'd think so. This, I don't know. I mean, this is what I love about this sort of trepidatious time before we actually get our hands on it, because you're just assuming the best and the worst simultaneously. It's going to be fucking cool. All right, so let's get into the buzzwords that come along with Arc 3.0. The first of them being amplified. An amplified Guardian is faster, both in terms of movement speed and in terms of their weapon handling. So you'll be snapping in clips. You'll be sprinting around like a chook with its head cut off.
I actually didn't notice that the first 3 times I read this. And weapon handling. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's I mean, you're going to just see Arc in the Crucible for the next year.
Just make sure you've got a risk runner.
Like, it's interesting because there's so many things that make like Void really strong in the Crucible and Solar too. So this Arc's going to be Speedy Boys. I think it's going to be
I think
the preferred PvP sweat is going to go towards Arc for sure.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. You never know how these things will come out in the wash. I mean, we had a brief chat about it today with Chris, sort of talking about like, you know, like when Solar 3.0 came out, people were like, this isn't as powerful as Void 3.0. And then fucking 2 weeks later, it was like, oh, well, that was wrong because it's probably fucking twice as powerful in the right context. So I guess we'll see. I mean, speed in PvP will always be a currency, right? Like good players are fast players typically. And the fact that this is, you know, being already touted as the whole W subclass, it's going to be interesting. So everything's faster. Weapon handling, running around, you're more agile, more able to perform long slides that can function as a devastating setup for some of the attacks that follow. Unlike other damage buffs, Void's invisibility and Solar's Radiant, players don't need to equip any specific aspects or fragments to become amplified. It's just inherent to the subclass, which I love.
Default.
By default, all arc classes become amplified after rapidly defeating targets with any arc damage. And equipped aspects and fragments offer additional ways to become or benefit from being amplified. So you're going to
What that means is me and you are not going to be quick and crucible because it requires multiple kills.
Yeah, we're fucked. But then again, maybe a Guardian kill might count as more than one. I'm hoping that that's the case. That's about our only chance. But what it does mean is you are going to want to dig out arc weapons like no tomorrow because you know, any arc damage. It's not just ability damage, it's any arc damage. So you will be a very speedy boy. It's going to be interesting. All right, so after sprinting for a few seconds, an amplified Guardian will gain another boost in speed. So you will already be running quick, and then Bushka, you will be even quicker. As designer Mike
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the first time sprint speed has been adjusted in Go Faster?
Maybe. Didn't the Go Fast update like back 3 years ago? Didn't things just speed up then, like by default? I thought it was like across the board, it sped everyone up.
I don't know. I'm sure chat will correct us in a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let that stew for a bit. I want to see what the answer is.
Yeah, let it ruminate. So here we are. As Mike Humboldt puts it, it basically as fast as we can make our sprint animation go, which we know is fucking quick. So the second burst of speed, I'm kind of like imagining the Sonic sprinting along and then a bit of a shockwave coming off and even quicker again. So you will gain a sizable PvE damage resistance buff when you hit this even faster speed and enabling an even longer slide ability. Wow. It says, imagine full-on Metroid speed booster mode, only Samus is wielding a Gallahorn.
Why do they nerf Stompies? Just fucking wait until this update and
they're redundant.
I mean, that's not true. Stompies gives you this, well, doesn't do the sprint, but it gives you the slide and the jump. But,
yeah,
it doesn't seem as like mandatory now if you've got this. Then again, I don't know, it depends how hard the amplified is to
proc.
But
I mean, it says that there are other ways to proc amplified as well. That's the base way that is inherent with the subclass. So it'll be interesting to see. There's going to be what becomes the meta way, right? Like, anyway, we'll see what happens with that. All right, so speed booster probably took for the longest for them to get on board with. In that we're already moving fast to begin with, and then doubling down on it. So. The fact that it's like the devs themselves are like, holy shit, this feels a little bit unchained. I think it's great. All right, so on the debuff side, Arc 3.0 is bringing 2 to the party, Blind and Jolt. Now, there's one of these I'm particularly excited for, and one of them terrifies me in the Crucible. Blinded opponents in PvE won't be able to see, naturally. And it sort of goes without saying, doesn't it? And will be disoriented and unable to fire their weapon. In PvP, blinded opponents will have their screen whited out and their HUD removed for a short period of time, alongside a distorted, washed-out audio effect. Get ready to get hell let loose, fucking shell-shocked and flashbanged into oblivion in Destiny PvP.
All the memes have been pretty funny of like what PvP is. It's just like a whiteout screen.
PvP in 2022.
Or like there's like a a house at nighttime and just the top windows, someone's playing Destiny and it's just flashing white.
It's actually, to be fair, it does concern me a little bit with like people who are sensitive to strobing and all of that like
Yeah.
photosensitivity stuff. I hope that that's been thought through. I'm sure it has because they've done a lot of work, with going back and revisiting some of the aspects of presage or or whatever you want to fucking call it. But
I'm fine
see.
for there to be like a disorientate. I don't know if blind is.
It depends how long it goes for. Like that's
Yeah, it
ultimately the
depends-
time
yeah.
is how debilitating it is. Like, I mean, fuck our retinas. Don't play Destiny in a dimly lit room. We've had this conversation before. If you don't have any other lighting around, you will literally be flashbanged IRL as well as in game. So fucking light your rooms up, you fucking Dobby house elf under the stairs motherfuckers. Just be a grown up, light your shit up. It's fucking, buy some fucking what is it? RGB. What do the kids call it? That's what. Yeah, right.
Have you seen that guy? Sassy sent me a video of a guy that has like in real life recoil, and he has some fucking jackhammer, and every time he shoots his gun in CS:GO, the whole desk starts shaking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need that kind of fucking haptic feedback on a phone. Shits me off. I can't handle it. All right, so where are we? Jolted opponents. Now this feels like the child of June marches, right? Jolted opponents who are damaged will periodically send slivers of chain lightning to nearby enemies.
Yeah, it sounds like Junies,
process.
right? It sounds like the effect of Junies, right?
Yeah, well, Junies is sort of like one big whack in the area, but
But the slithers of chain lightning sounds pretty similar.
yeah, it's we've seen tick damage in this form before. I think it's going to be oppressive if people get really good with it and they know how to deliberately proc it and all of that sort of stuff. I think I do see this being particularly strong. I mean, you're talking like the sort of utility value of just being able to stop people's shields from recharging, right? Like, just to stop health regen off a damage tick like this is massive, even if it doesn't kill them. So, God, there's some tools. There's some tools in the toolbox. Oh my lord. Arc 3.0 also democratizes, very, very good word, ionic traces, which were previously only available to middle tree scumbag warlocks. Now available to all traces, objects that when collected.
Here, don't fucking kick them while they're down, okay, Loggy? Because they're already upset. And you know what?
What are they upset about?
Well, they didn't get as many new toys as everyone else.
Fucking look.
Yeah, to be honest, we don't have any Warlocks to watch. We've ragged on Warlocks for so many years.
Yeah,
there's no more Warlocks.
There's no Warlocks watching this podcast, and if they are, they're gluttons for punishment anyway. So there's no point in trying to win them over, right? They're here to be hurt. So that's what it's about. Having said that, remember, like, what is it, Chaos Reach or whatever it is? It was fucking everywhere for a while. So I'm not going to miss Arc Warlocks. They can.
Here's the thing, you shouldn't complain because you've had it good. Us hunters have had fucking twirly batons. That's it. That was our super.
Pole dancer.
Okay. Who's been using pole dancer? No one.
Sass has.
Yeah,
he's fucking weird, man. He's like, what's the meta? How can I avoid it? He's like oil to the water of the meta. So now, available to all, traces are objects that when collected will add energy to all your abilities. So I assume they're a little bit, they're kind of like your tracking elemental welly things, I think. I don't know. I've never played on a Warlock and don't really... If it's a good thing, then it's a good thing, right? I don't know. Warlocks in chat. Give us a yell if you're upset that we've got this stuff that you had now. Maddie, do you want to do the hunter? I feel like, as much as I can see in your eyes right now, you are on the cusp of defecting to being a Titan once again.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to defect back to being a Titan. And I've only just switched back to Hunter.
Yeah. I mean,
literally like the end of the season.
But you've been on it for like a year on and off. Like, really? I think like when did Trials come back? Because that was when you switched to Hunter. I think
I fully switched to Titan with Witch Queen. How long's that been? Whatever that was. Void 3.0 was when I went over to like Titan the whole time, and then just at the end of this season, I was like, I'll give Hunter a whirl. When I was doing my solo flawless stuff, and I was like, fuck me, the Hunter solar stuff is really fun. Like, Titan's very strong, but it's also, you guys are dummy thick. It's just hit everything with a hammer.
Yeah, and that's why it's good. But I understand.
Yeah.
I just look. I know you, and I know that deep down you're a Titan, and there's not much you can do about it, and you're always going to circle back to it. But I like your like periodic denial of when you try and be a hunter and a warlock. So let's just pretend for now until next week that Matt's a hunter and he can read through the hunter notes. Okay?
Yeah, right. I'm trying to just look at the dot points here.
It's a bit hard. It is like walls of text about.
I think one of the main things, spinny block, is you got it. You don't. There's not a different super now, right?
Yep.
I'll get to the really exciting stuff in a sec, but look, I don't know how that's going to help anyone. If anyone's still going to use it, it's either going to be you got to have it completely busted like it was before, and it was doing way too much damage, or I don't know. There needs to be a rework anyway on the spinny. I think it needs to not drain your super, or it needs to do something to bring it up to being actual functional. But that's whatever. But everyone knows hunters have only had really one super. If you look at the Titans, you've had your roaming super, and you've had your Thunder Crash.
Yep.
The Warlocks have had Tickle Fingers and the Chaos Reach, and Titans have had Baton and Spinny Baton. So
it's just Baton and Baton again.
Baton and Spinny Baton.
How would you hold your baton? It's just a different grip. Like, fuck.
They get a new super. Hunters are getting a brand new arc themed super. You hurl. Is it a spear? Or you hurl your staff like a spear. Just pretend it's a spear. And it sticks into the ground, or it sticks into an enemy. Sends out AoE, and then eventually a lightning bolt hits the end of it and does more damage.
God, I hope this, like, you can absolutely unicorn someone with that in
I imagine.
PvP. I don't know. I feel like PvP it'll outright kill someone, but maybe a boss you'll be able to like.
I wonder what happens though. Like, it's going to stick into them and they start ragdolling. Like, do they just.
It'll just, I imagine, drop to the ground. Or who knows?
Or is it going to be like Doom and like it'll like impale them into the ground? Like fucking.
I mean, I feel that might be a bit beyond the T for teen rating, but I'm here for it. Just fucking bush cut straight through the head.
Yeah, well, Halo has that, right? With the javelin, right? If you stick them in, you can stick them in the wall and stuff.
Perhaps.
It's a javelin? What's the spike one in Halo? Halo.
I don't know. It's Halo. We're moving
on. Yeah, true. On the melee side, you keep the hunter's combination blow. Basically, punch stuff, dodge, punch stuff, dodge, punch stuff, dodge. So that's good for hunters. That's very basic arc loop, essentially, or one of the main ones anyways, to have Lies Handshake on and just pretend to be a Titan, really.
Just run that invisible cape and just look like a skinny Titan. All right.
And they also get a new melee, which is like a palm strike, which fits in with the warrior monk theme, which will disorientate enemies.
I excited. I mean, I think that, you know, I had forgotten that there was really just two variations on the same super, and I'm glad that hunters at least will.
You didn't realize that?
No, well, in hindsight, yes, I did, but fucking, I just never thought about it in that way. That it's you know, it's been kind of, it's a bit of a jip, isn't it? Like you're really being dudded there. Anyway.
Okay, and then we have 3 arc aspects to customize your tactical style. Flow state. Defeating a jolted opponent causes you to become amplified. Well, there's one way to become amplified, so have to have a look at other ways to actually make things jolted. But that's going to proc your amplification, which would be great for your Cruci. When amplified, the hunter's dodge will recharge fast and make you more resistant to damage. And you have quick reload times. Well, we knew that already because... Oh, no, reloads. You have handling, reload.
Handling and reload.
Movement. Damage resistance. The dodge.
And a baton.
Yeah, and a baton.
that you can throw at someone. Just throw a stick at someone's head very crudely in the Crucible. Beautiful.
Tempest Strike is a little uppercut you used to do with your staff, and it has the arc that goes across the ground.
Yep.
Really, really good ability actually. That it used to, once you keep damaging enemies, it would increase your reload speed, and it'll just constantly have increased reload speed on whatever you're using. Super good. Doesn't seem like it might do the reload. At the moment, it says allows a hunter to perform a sliding melee, which is what it did before.
Yep.
Launches an arc wave along the ground, dealing significant damage and jolting enemies in its path.
Yes. See, there it is, the jolt.
The jolt.
There's a bit of utility there. I wouldn't be surprised if the reload thing's gone in favor of that. But
Well, the flow state has the reload now too, so maybe it's moved to the flow state.
broken out a bit.
And then lethal current. After dodging, the hunter's melee range is increased, and their next melee attack jolts the target and creates a damaging lightning aftershock. When used with the arc staff super, after dodging, the hunter's next staff light attack hits twice. In addition, hitting a jolted enemy with a melee attack will blind them.
Read the next sentence, Matt. It's the big bickies of this entire fucking thing.
Hunters can now blink.
There you go. You're going to be able to refresh your eyeballs by blinking.
And he's also get a baseline buff.
Fair enough. I mean, I think that
It's not going to matter. I'm not going to see him anyway. My fucking screen's going to be white.
they're
going to
be going a bajillion miles an hour and just fucking vanish. like the fucking DeLorean in fucking Back to the Future. Just Hunter will come speeding towards you and then just fucking.
Fuck. I honestly am getting nightmares from fucking D1 and people blinking above me and shotgunning me and how fucking angry that used to make me.
Yeah, well, I mean, just think about it. You're only older and angrier. So, I know I am. All right. I'll blast.
Who's gonna do Warlocks?
I mean, we could pull the most traditional DDU move of all time and just not do it at all, but
I feel like that's a bit.
I feel like that's a bit of it. Let's both do it. And then I'll do Titan. I agree with this. The lead in line of the Warlock description in that player fantasies don't come any more vivid than what the team had for Arc 3.0 Warlocks. Two separate images were top of the mind: Lightning Shaman and Emperor Palpatine Tickle Fingers, which is basically just leaning into where Arc Warlocks have already been, and making it bigger and better. The supers are the supers that you already know and love, or maybe don't love. I don't know. Chaos Reach and Storm Trance, aka Tickle Fingers. It'll never not be Tickle Fingers. There is also the landfall and all that sort of stuff with Storm Trance. Not much is changing in that. I feel like
Storm Trance is getting like landfall and ionic blink. So essentially, when you cast it, you're gonna have that lightning strike, and then you're gonna be able to do your blink whilst in.
Yeah,
Storm Trance.
It's kind of combining all of the previous little tidbits that were on split out among subgroups of the Tickle Fingers.
You know what? There is something exciting here in Warlocks. I don't know what they're complaining about.
What's that?
2 melees available. Ball Lightning Melee. Send out a floating ball of arc energy that detonates, zapping enemies down from above.
Zap.
Chain Lightning will send out arcs of lightning to strike and jolt the primary target and chain damage to surrounding enemies.
That seems strong.
There's another one here. Where's the other one where you turn into a fucking ball?
The one where
it's an aspect. It's an aspect.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay. Anything else there?
I don't know. Let's go through the aspects because that's kind of
the whole thing. The interesting thing with the Warlocks though is that being amplified restores their abilities quicker. So even though there's this movement aspect, being amplified powers up your abilities for Warlocks and gets them back quicker as well.
So they'll be zooming and they'll be getting their abilities. That's sort of like their where the Titan obviously leans into just punching the piss out of everything, and I guess the Hunter is into that evasion. This just simply getting your abilities back is pretty Warlock. All right, so the 3 aspects of Warlocks: Axol, Geez, say that quick enough, and it sounds like something else. The Warlock casts a rift to create an Arc Soul that will assist players in battle. You know, your little soul Arc buddy. Allies who pass through the rift will also earn a free friend. The rift charges when allies are near, while amplified, any Arc Soul you have or gain is supercharged, increasing its rate of fire. So, an inherent across the board buff if you are amplified, even if you aren't a warlock and you run through it. That's pretty nuts.
I feel like what happened with Point of this is not Point of Stag. What happened with the Stag exotic? And did that just get nerfed? Like, obviously, I don't see it very much.
Yeah, don't see it very
much.
much.
Did that get nerfed?
I assume it got nerfed into the ground because that's why.
Because that was oppressive when you had the Arc buddies too.
Guess what? They're back. I don't know. I mean, look, fucking whatever. I hope it's fun as fuck. That's all I care about. All right, Maddie, what's Lightning Surge about?
This seems nutty.
Yes.
The Warlock activates a melee while sliding to transform into a ball of lightning.
Hang on.
And teleport forward. Calling down a field of lightning bolts at the exit point that jolts targets.
Let's just yeah, we need to slow this down because I glossed over it when I first read it. And then when I started
fucking Sonic
transform into a ball of lightning.
Yes.
Fucking
how far that's gonna go, I'm not too sure. This must whiz into third person for a moment.
You don't reckon that, like, if it's a real rapid thing though, that'd just be like disorienting? I mean, I guess shoulder charge does that. Or does it?
Shoulder charge. I mean,
I think it'll probably be similar to that then, right? But you'll be just I don't know. Right. Okay. And then Electrostatic Mind, Arc ability kills on Arc debuffed enemies create ionic traces. When you collect any ionic traces, you become amplified. That seems fucking strong, right? So Arc debuffed. So anything that you can, you know, a arc weapon that has an arc debuff, maybe, dude, that could be big bickies, as we say on TDU. Never. Right.
That is, I'm sure there's going to be a build, and at least in PvE, Warlocks are going to be amplified 100% of the time.
Well, I mean, when you see the sort of hushed tones they're already taking, talking about Thunderlord being absolutely insane, you know, it's mentioned in the TWAB, I think, that people are going to want to dust it off. And the fact that, like, Cloud Strike or Thunder Lady is absolutely going to be something this season. If there's a way to kind of like, if there's an inherent debuff that can be applied with Arc through that, holy fuck, you'll be amplified a lot. So I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not.
I've just thought of a viral tweet, and I'm going to share it with everyone, and you can have it for free.
The first person to tweet it, at Myland Games in it. And if it doesn't go viral, then, you know.
Trust me, it's
so bad. Okay.
Private match.
Okay.
How many people can you have in a private match?
Well, 2 teams of 6. 12.
Well, you're going to have to, as much as you can get on one side, 6 versus 1.
Yep.
6 Guardians, they stand like bowling pins. You play the Wii Sports music, and then a Warlock does lightning surge, just transforms into a ball of lightning, it knocks them down.
Beautiful. There you go. Movie of the week. Don't say we don't do anything for you. Hey, don't.
Yeah, exactly.
We're out here giving you big C content. Fucking get on it. What are you doing?
Get on it.
All right. Last but not least, absolutely the holy shit. Right. Titans. Right. Titans haven't traditionally been known as paragons of mobility.
Are you trying to calm your boner down?
I am. Like, honestly, I read this at work and was like, holy fuck. I'm just gonna go to HR now because it's where I'm gonna end up. Fucking, it's over. My career is over. Right. So the fantasy with this is leaning into the bare knuckle brawler and the freight train.
What a surprise!
Right. Like,
that's all your fucking classes.
I mean, no. I mean, we've got the throw the hammer, and now this is the
throw hammer.
Be the hammer. So it's different, Matt. It's not like the stupid hunters with a different grip on their stick or whatever. It's fucking, trust me. very different things. I don't expect you, a hunter, to understand the nuance of it. Right? I love this line. You don't get to move the Titan; they move you. I'm. Look, there's a lot of verbiage here. Fucking. Let's just. Right. I need to calm my brain.
Dude, just spit your words
I'm
out.
trying.
Get to
I'm
it.
trying. Okay.
Stop fangirling. Get to it.
I'm fangirling over my future self, which is kind of weird, really. It's a
Yes.
strange situation to be in. That desire to punch all the things manifests in a couple of devastating supers that are returning for Arc 3.0, Fist of Havoc and Thunder Crash. So we're the tried and true staples of the Striker Titan, iconoclast. The latter is practically unchanged. So, Thunder Crash, there's not that much they could have done to it, honestly. It is still very strong in terms of, PvP, selecting targets, and it's, you can spec into it and do some serious damage with it. PvE wise as well. I could have done with that today. Maybe I should have worn that. Not embarrassed myself. Right. In the case of what? Fist of Havoc now has an adjusted slam radius that's halfway between top and bottom tree of where it is right now. And the ground slam leaves a damaging field in its wake, so a bit of AoE source on your way through. And slamming from the air causes a damaging AoE effect from previous top tree behavior. So we're getting a nice burrito of all of the previous Fist of Havocs rolled into one. In the case of Thunder Crash, uncoupling a subclass's abilities from old subclass Diamond system will result in some substantial buffs depending on how players use it.
They're not really changing Thunder Crash. It's just going to benefit from being unlocked, essentially.
That's the way I take it. Is like, we don't need to do anything to this, because if you can use it in conjunction with several other things that are now going to be on the option on the table for you to choose from, it's going to be fucking strong. So I'm looking forward to finding out what those things are, or watching a video on them. So, right, here we go. One of the biggest changes from the coming to the Arc Titan is the new Thruster class ability. By double tapping a button while on the ground, a Titan bursts in their throttle direction at speed. Now, that's a weird way of saying that it's a dash, kind of. It's a straight ahead dash, I think. Performing a quick.
It can be any direction.
You reckon you could do it to the side and stuff? So it's like.
I'm pretty sure in their throttle direction at speed.
What does throttle direction mean?
I just assumed you could.
I'm just going to assume it's the direction that you're directioning, right? It's the way you're going.
Yeah, but your mouse is you've got so much control over a mouse. You could.
Yeah, I think mouse and keyboard this will be very functional. All right, it'll perform a quick first-person evade, comparable in distance to a hunter's dodge. So basically, it's what was that exotic that people fucking bullied Tocom off bloody Thingo for?
Twilight Garrison.
Yeah, it's that, but on the ground. So shut up and stop whinging, right?
It's not quite that, but it's good, close enough.
It's as close as we're gonna get, I think. Giving they're building it into the fucking subclass, and you don't even have to wear an exotic. Shut your bitchin'. For melee attacks, Titans will retain Seismic Strike shoulder charge. Classic tried and true.
Blinds enemies.
Yeah, performing a Seismic Strike.
You're just gonna see a Titan go, then the instant transmission, and then it's like then a fucking flying knee blinded shotgun.
Just coming around the corner.
Dead.
I'm fine with it as long as I get to do it back at someone. It's sweet. Right, performing a Seismic Strike while amplified will increase the radius of the blind, and blinding effect will last longer, so you'll be even more blind.
Yeah.
Yep. Ballistic Slam also returns, where players can slam the ground after sprinting from the air, sprinting in the air, so jumping into the air while you're sprinting, creating a damaging explosion on impact. That was kind of where I ended up against all odds, so I think it'll be interesting to see. Dude, you couple a new Seismic Strike with fucking June marches. Like, they're blind. They're being zapped. If there's any way that you can get Jolt into that, if there's any way you can get Jolt into that situation as well, you will be like, people would just be dying en masse. I'm starting to become a little worried that Arc Titans are going to be the bane of literally fucking everything. But, you know, fucking you only live once, don't you? So, right, where are we?
Thunderclap.
Oh, those returning melees will be joined by a brand new charge attack known as Thunderclap.
The cover is called Thunderclap.
Yeah, there's a euphemism there, right? It's just waiting to not be talked about at all. So let's move on. Here, the Titan player holds the melee button and charges up arc energy that can be unleashed in either a quick, powerful jab or held and built up to be unleashed in a furious One Punch Man style blast that will devastate an opponent.
It's just like a Falcon Punch.
Yeah, it's just like
Falcon Punch.
Really wind one up and just absolutely blitz someone. The charge state cannot be stored, and the Titan must be on the ground to charge the punch. So it's kind of going to be a calculated static ability. The damage is significant. 90% charge Thunderclap will one-shot Guardians in PvP, but that reward will be balanced by the time it will take to build up the charge level and the fact that you must remain stationary to charge. Always a dangerous move in PvP. So I cannot wait to punch the fuck out of someone in PvP. Even if I only do it once, I imagine this will be one of those things. Often. This will be one of those things that will be brutal when you do it. It will be one of those... Like,
they're gonna
one
get
of those moments, just bush. Eat shit.
I'm gonna have to follow you around with invis nades and just make you invis around a corner, and you can go. Just wait for someone like. Donk.
Yeah, and then everyone in the universe will be blind and no one will see it because other Titans will be too busy fucking shoulder charging them. All right, so like other arcs,
corner gremlins.
I've been corner camping melees now. What the fuck world are we living in? All right, so the aspects. Touch of Thunder improves arc grenades in the following ways. For the flashbang, it fires an additional blind impulse on its first bounce. Are we going to be able to see anything in the Crucible in Season 18?
Nah.
It will wear your sunnies, kids. You're going to need them.
Yeah.
Pulse. The pulse grenade, when the grenade damages an enemy, it creates an ionic trace for the Titan. Yum, yum, yum. Pulse grenade damage increases over time as the grenade lingers after impact. So it's cool. Lightning grenade, my baby, the best grenade in the history of everything ever, grants an additional charge for lightning grenade. So just have fucking two of them. And jolts the target on an initial blast. Good. We're seeing a bit more jolt doing the rounds. Storm creates a roaming thundercloud that moves and tracks enemies, similar to the Stasis Hunter's Silence and Squall super, firing lightning bolts at the ground underneath it.
I just love the idea of like a Titan looking at a hunter casting their super and going, "Oh, that's cute. I've got it in my fucking grenades."
I mean, it can't be like super powerful, but
I don't know.
I'd say what, if people are hiding around corners and shit, and it's going to follow them if they move off, you're going to be throwing one of these puppies
like
in
a little fucking Nimbus.
It's kind of like
what that's gonna look like.
I hope it's like really comically funny. I hope it's like a fucking. I hope it's that
cartoon cloud.
You know what's the dude's name who like fishes you up with a fishing rod when you go off the cart and off the track in Mario Kart? I want it to be that fucking cloud. He's up there with his fucking camera, his fishing rod, right? That dude. I can't remember his name. Good. All right, Juggernaut. Yeah, now we're talking. While sprinting with full class ability energy, the Titan gains frontal shield and blocks incoming damage. When amplified, the shield is stronger. Once the shield is depleted by taking damage, the player's class energy is depleted. So you are basically getting an overshield to, the overshield back, the classic, and you'll be able to close ground with it to be able to punch people to blind them, and then
I'm gonna run in with a glaive when the shield. Oh no, it's got to go down, doesn't it? You run in with the glaive, block some damage, shoot the glaive off, get the glaive shield, put the glaive shield on, then drop your normal Titan shields. Then charge One Punch Superman.
Just,
I challenge you.
Yeah, it just feels like this. We've got an answer to everything. All right. look, we know what Juggernaut is. We've had that in the past, and it's strong, and it's going to be strong, and it couples
There's
so
gonna be a lot
well.
of shotguns.
It couples so well with like, and there's a few exotics that you could pair that with.
Pants,
Yeah, I'm trying to think
shields
what
on
they're
them.
fucking called, but
Adius wards or something, aren't they?
yeah, Antius wards. Absolutely going to be nuts. So that makes me probably more anxious than any of the blinding shit above that already made me anxious. It's very, very powerful. It's such an aggressive playstyle that
someone brought up a good point today that stasis is going to probably be like a nice counter to this to slow people down.
Well, I mean, that's really what we want, right? Like, a bit of rock paper scissors action going on. Like, there's a cancel for everything.
Do you know what's been, because I started using glaives after, I know glaives have been good for ages, and I've heard people keep banging on about them in PvP, but I haven't really jumped into them.
Yeah.
Started using glaives against like shotgun rushes, and fucking hell, they're really good.
I just think that, like, we were talking about this today. You don't see it all that often yet. I've got a feeling that it might rise to prominence.
I think with Arc, there might, because it's also Arc, Nezarac's, I'm pretty sure Nezarac's Arc damage.
But me being like the simpleton Titan that I am, if I slide in and I've got a shotgun out and I'm about to, blow someone in half, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking bloop, and then I can't, I don't know where to go from that. Like, you would get me, I'd be dead just because I'm stunned. So I think there's a bit of mileage in that. I think that, I don't know, I'd need to figure out how to counter it. I think it's smart, Matt. I think you're doing the right thing.
One of the things here, because I was thinking this too, in Juggernaut, it says once the shield is depleted by taking damage, the class energy is depleted.
Yeah, so it's like using your class ability.
Yeah, but my question is this. If the shield doesn't break, do you keep your class energy?
It's the way it reads.
So like, could you start running, shield comes up, take a bit of damage, slide with Adius, reflect any damage, then use your
new class ability,
thrust,
which is your dash, your
thrust, which will then use up your class ability. I mean, you've just covered a football field.
Yeah. And then you could seismic strike into them, blind them, and then
and shoulder charge.
Yeah, shoulder charge them, and like, you'll be amplified and fucking blind everyone in that postcode, and fucking away we go. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be chaos. All right, moving on to knockout. Right, here we go. Melee kills trigger health regen and make the Titan amplified. There we go. There's a bit of utility in that too. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shield increases melee range and damage for a brief period. Titan's base melee becomes arc empowered while knockout is active. So that could also be very strong.
That's gonna be hella strong.
I mean, I'm struggling. Like, when I read through the solar ones, I knew what I was doing kind of straight away. Sorry, the void ones. I knew what I was going to do straight away. With this, it's actually hard to pick, so that's even better.
Arc empowered. There's going to be some sort of fragment or aspect you're going to be able to pair a fragment you can pair with that. Something about arc damage.
We get to choose two of these, remember, don't we?
Yeah.
So it's fucking terrifying. You've either got all the grenades in the universe or Juggernaut and fucking Knockout at the same time.
Juggernaut and Knockout's gonna be pretty nutty.
Yeah, I feel like that's the super aggro, like angry man Titans will be all over that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so there's a few. Here's a look at I'll look at a few of the fragments to come. Obviously, we're not going to know them all, and I imagine some of them will be locked away behind the raid, which is fine. Spark of beacons. When the player is amplified, arc special weapon kills create a blinding explosion. So if you are amplified and you snipe someone, everyone around them's blind. So that's great. Now, spark of resistance. When surrounded by enemies, the player has increased damage resistance. So if you're the kind of person who likes to, lane with your mates in PvP with your dad rifle, and you'll run this, you're going to be even harder to kill because you'll be, you'll have your hands in each other's pockets. Spark of momentum. Sliding over ammo will reload your weapon and grant a small amount of melee energy. Sliding over heavy ammo increases the amount of energy granted. Always slide over ammo. It's one of those inertia override things. I still do it. I don't even play in that subclass now. So there you go. And Spark of Shock. Players' arc grenades jolt enemies. So that's just straight out all of your grenades will
Everything
jolt.
gets jolt.
Everything gets jolt. All right. Well, look, that's the arc reveal. Do we want to just jump into the top quickly and touch base on the kind of big juicy stuff we learn out of that? We've got through that in pretty good time. Unfortunately, we do only have 5 minutes of the podcast left, man.
Oof.
We might have to just stretch a little bit.
Yes, we can stretch it out.
Oh, I don't know.
Is there what else is? Oh, we got a bunch of the artifacts.
That's
coming
what
this
I'm
season.
talking, right?
Do you wanna? Yeah, there. I think we just do that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the rest of it's a nice, it's a nice recap above there. But we this is the deal, right? Like this is what augments it. This is where classy restoration lives, and we can fucking dispel any rumors that we're gonna get another one of them.
Start playing closing time.
Closing time. Fuck off.
Last call.
Yeah, right.
Last call. Is
that
that just an Australian thing?
I don't think it's even written by an Australian band, Matt. So probably
no,
not.
But just playing closing time when it's like last call.
Look, coupled with that, does everywhere else in the world call when they turn the lights on at the end of the night at a pub ugly lights? Because they're just the normal lights, but like there is a strong sense of deflation accompanied with those lights.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's just like a Newcastle thing, ugly lights, but it is.
Fuck,
I was
global.
I was dancing with someone, and then the ugly lights come on, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" I just went home. So,
mate, imagine the shock when they saw your fucking head.
Oh no, I just went home because they fucked off. The ugly lights fucked me over. Yeah, this fucking. Look at this, it's fucking Grug. What's he doing? He's out clubbing. All right. So in the first row, we've got our traditional row of overload, unstop, all that sort of stuff. So we're getting overload bows, cool. Unstoppable pulse rifles, cool. Anti-barrier scout rifles, cool. Anti-barrier auto rifles, cool. Unstop shotguns. Matty, do you want to do the second column?
Copy that. Scout rifle loader, boring. Sword ammo scammers, boring. Machine gun holster, who cares?
Dude, machine
Scout
gun holster. It must be a big holster. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, you know what? Probably good with. I think machine gun's going to be in a good spot, right? Especially with your. I don't know. I never. Do you ever use holster?
No, but I might.
Never use holster.
I might start if Thunderlord's fucking off the chain. We'll see, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, okay, fair call.
Who knows?
Scout and sniper targeting.
Head.
Still.
What does it say? Head.
Because that's the fucking armor bit. It's on your.
I mean, of course you want to hit the head with your scout and sniper.
Oh, you idiot.
Okay, coming up next on this episode of Australia's Dumbest Cunts.
I think this is new, is it? Bottomless bounty 1.
Head. Also head. Right, you get a bottomless bounty for your head. Very improves 2 origin perks. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
well, I mean that's I don't improves 2 origin perks.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this in previous stuff where like the seasonal, like the seasonal origin perk was improved by it. So clearly they're not giving too much away about that. But we'll get there when we get there. All right, the third column, glaive loader. Do we care about that, Matt? Glaive man, you're the new.
You know what? Glaives really suck to reload. I think glaive loader might be okay.
I think
I'll give it a pass.
All right, focusing strike, arms. Of course you're going to strike with your arms. Makes perfect sense. Causing damage with a melee ability grants class ability energy. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Combo arc plus solar resist. We've seen these before. That goes on your chest. Machine gun ammo scavenger legs. And bottomless bounty 2 head. Improves 2 origin perks. Very good. Right. Now we're getting into the interesting shit. Let's go.
Overload LMG. Uninterrupted fire from machine guns will stun enemies with a beam that delays energy regeneration and reduces enemy damage output. Strong against overload. This is going to be the season of the machine gun.
I'm so here for it.
Thunderlord.
Yeah,
I need to dust that off.
It is my favorite gun. I'm just so happy. Anyway.
Oh, nice. I didn't notice it's anti-barrier snipers.
I saw Pidge tweet about it. I had completely missed it, but I am looking forward to it. There's a lot of utility in that because there's some very good.
It just opens up your whole kit when you can have a special with fucking anti-barrier on it. Now you're like, great, I can run a sniper for that, and then I can run.
It might have a lot of mod cost to it, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Anyway, might cost both your arms.
Both your arms. Got them. Bad amplitude. Damaging a champion with an arc ability cause champion to become jolted.
Get jolted, champion.
This is going to be good for GMs if I get to the GM level. It seems like there's some stuff in here that's going to be good.
Yep.
Not that you want to go fast in GMs. I mean, if you can, that'd be nice. Surge detonators. No description. Inferno whip.
They both just say class. So I assume that we'll be doing some kind of night school to learn how to do an Inferno whip because there's a class on it. All right. The third
last column.
The last column. This is where it always fuck. We might go turnabout. Hey, I'll read one, you read one, right?
Okay.
Thunderous Retort. I love the name of it. I don't even give a shit what it does. Arc supers do more damage when cast while in a critical condition or while amplified. It is use your super as an all or nothing, right? I want to know what the fuck.
You just get amber. Like I honestly want to see what happens with 6 hunters amplified and just planting their
just
bat-ons into a boss's head.
Into a boss's head.
It would look like a lightning storm. Just see what happens.
I hope so.
I hope it's impressive.
Here we go. The next one's
Train Conductor.
Sponsored by
Links
Twitch.
your Twitch Primes to your favorite streamer, and every time it's activated, donates $5
from your bank account against your will. Half of which goes to Jeff Bezos. So fuck you.
You also get an audio prompt that says, "Let's go."
Let's
choo choo.
Yeah. Right.
Plus 2 seconds to the amplified timer. Not bad.
That's cool. Yeah.
Very a
bit friendlier. Yep. Trace evidence. There's a bit of CSI in this one. I like it. I'm already going to put on my sunnies and listen to the Who. Precision hits on arc debuff targets will generate ionic traces. There we go. It's everyone gets to be a Warlock day.
Copy. Lightning strikes twice, class, and Sundering Glare also class.
Is Sundering Glare? Have we had that before?
I don't know. There's a lot of class items in here.
Is that the one that, like, if something's damaged by another type of, like, a light ability that... Sorry, if something's hit with stasis, that then light abilities hit it harder or something? Or am I mixing that up?
I don't know. Give Chris a call.
No,
this is not his area.
He'd be like, not my department. Can't fucking hang up. He wouldn't say that. He'd try and help me. He's just a lovely person. All right. Well, there we go. We've done it, Matt. We've got through everything. Is there anything else in the twab?
What are the dates
tune in for the live stream if you can, because you get a fucking really pretty emblem. It is genuinely
what do you get?
Emblem.
Twitch drop.
Yeah, there's Twitch drops. Hang on. Is this going to work? Let's have a look.
Fuck.
There you go. You'll get that. Go and get that. Look at it.
You have to be there live, don't you?
Yeah, and I mean, I won't be. Maybe I'll put my...
Fuck.
I might just
It's
fucking
a pretty
leave
nice
the tab
emblem.
open. I'll set an alarm and get up and do it, but it's like, God.
Do you reckon you can just leave a tab open?
I don't know. I don't know. Set a refresh macro and you fucking... just F5 every 5 minutes and you'll probably be okay, but who knows.
August
And
23rd, 9 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's late.
just a shout out to a dude who's out there doing good things, right? We're especially excited to welcome D Flawless, a wildly passionate content creator that has proven time and time again that he's got the stuff Guardians made of onto stage to chat with us after the reveal. That's huge. Congratulations.
Jeez, that's fucking good.
That's fucking immense. It's good to see. You know, I love these are the wins, right? High tide raises all ships. It's good to see good things happening to good people.
Man, he's been putting work in. Fuck yeah.
He's been bringing people joy, and I hope this brings him joy. So wonderful. Right, okay, whatever. Yep, very good. There's rats and mice stuff, and Lucent Beam with a song parody winning movie of the week or getting movie of the week. Congratulations. There you go. Right, we're done, Matt. We're done.
Go watch me fucking game show.
Yeah, hey, do you want to talk about that? No, just tell people to go and watch it. We don't need to.
It was very funny. I guarantee you'll laugh within the first 2 minutes.
There you go. You heard it here first. Go and watch Mylan's
Otherwise,
game show.
I owe you a beer
Try not to
stubby.
laugh challenge. Matt will give you a stubby holder if you don't laugh. It's an honesty thing. I imagine Matt's going to be
can't.
inundated.
It's.
If you're invested, you're going to laugh. All right. Well, I think that's us, Matty. What do you reckon? Do we get out of here? It feels weird because we're just belting through everything and let's go. But
we'll see you on the showcase, I guess.
We will. We'll see you.
I'm actually thinking I wasn't going to get up because it destroys me. But I'm thinking now I might actually get up and watch it live.
What time will it be for you? It'll be like 1 a.m. or something.
What did it say? 9 a.m.
I think it's fucking 3 a.m. for me. It's like right in the peak.
9 a.m.
Pacific
to Perth. It's exactly on midnight. Not like I have to sleep anyway. I've got a baby now.
Yeah, exactly. What's sleep? Sleep's. You're a dad. You're not allowed to get sleep. Just fucking get on with it, right?
Yeah, I mean the thing is, if I don't watch it live, I'm gonna have to watch another. Like spend 2 hours of my normal time watching it.
Watching a recap of it. Yeah, you just got to get yourself a moment. Like I used to do that when Thea was young. I'd be like nursing her, trying to put her back to sleep, watching shit on a fucking headset, Bluetooth fucking just.
Leo's just bawling his eyes out.
No, you can't neglect your children, Matt. For God's sake, you've got to be happy while you do it,
mate. That's his default. He's not being neglected.
Yeah, he's just. Have you made those emotes? Are they actually in your stream? I haven't been for a couple of days.
They're not in the stream yet, no.
Okay, all right. Look,
Leo does have an. Have you seen Leo's emote? Okay, look, we said we're gonna go.
We are gonna go. We're gonna go
stream,
right now, and we're gonna raid some flog. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But hang around. Trust me, it'll be good.
Okay.
Say bye, Matt.
Oh, bye.